Has anyone else grown allergic to the sound of a television? I don't mean all the time, like there might be a show once in a while I want to watch, but I just mean that sound of always having a television on like a lot of people do, and I think I used to be that type of person. I feel like this is evidence of a new earth frequency shift. Lately I've gotten more into just frequency music, listen to theta wave music, and meditating. And I think that's why now when I'm in an environment and somebody just always has to have a TV on, or so many times I've gone to stay with someone and a husband or boyfriend comes home and of course he's got to take over the television, watch whatever he wants to watch, doesn't ask anybody's opinion about it, and it fills up the whole house with whatever he's watching, movies, TV show, whatever it is. To me, that has become noise pollution. I can't stand it. That has become a deal breaker for me, and I just learned that the hard way. And it made me think, where does this go back to? Why are we like this? Because it's weird, because like I just took a long ride in my car, and the whole way there, the whole way back, I just listened to frequency music the whole way. I couldn't even stand listening to anything else. This has just been recent. I've been doing this just for maybe the past 6 months or so. I go within now. It's like that thing where people are always checking their phone and always looking for some kind of external entertainment. I'm always going internal. And I get really upset when my thought process is interrupted. It's like I'm always creating from inside. Like in that environment where there's just a TV on for the sake of having a TV on, which I think I used to be that type of person. I just feel like somebody's just smacking me in the head now. I can't think. Even like putting headphones on and going into another room, that's pressure to keep those headphones on and stay squirreled away back there in that room. Don't you dare come out. Because it just feels like there's this frequency everywhere. I swear there's more to it than this. Where does this go back to? Especially, and I've gone through these phases too where I had to sleep with the TV on, but I can't now. Like I just feel like I'm being smacked out of sleep. It feels like sleep deprivation for me to have a TV on in the background when I'm trying to sleep. But some people have to have a TV on. They have to have a TV on the whole time they're home. This is very common. The prince of the power of the air. This has to do with frequencies that they've broadcast over media. I think some of us have just pulled away from this 3D world so much and gone internal. I think it's a sign of the shift. And it's a good thing, but wow. It's also heartbreaking. Now, a few years ago, I know I was the opposite of this because I just keep thinking back to this Airbnb I rented. I think it was 2018. It was this gorgeous little apartment. Had all this Zen retreat stuff, like Buddhism stuff, and just very tranquil, and it didn't have a TV. And I remember being so annoyed by that at the time because, you know, just like most people in America, at least, and I think maybe world over, in fact, if anyone hears this from outside the United States, let me know. We're indoctrinated, you know, people just put their kids in front of the TV, or not just TVs now, it's any device. Anything where there's, you know, something entertaining you because they don't want you going in here and thinking. That's bad, that's wrong, that's delusional, that's daydreaming. Go out here, get your source of entertainment, get your nourishment, your mental nourishment from out here. Let us put ideas in your head. I see it now, I see it really clearly. I remember being so annoyed that there wasn't a TV in that little Airbnb. And now I'm thinking, man, I'd love to go to a place where there was no TV. Like I don't even think about turning on the TV. In fact, the last few hotels I've stayed in, I barely use the TV. Partially it's because I'm a full-time content creator, so I'm constantly creating. People don't realize, like at night, I don't do this thing where I just turn off at night. I'm always working. There's always something to work on. And I've just conditioned my brain to do that. And I just don't like mindless entertainment coming at me. I'm very picky about the information that comes at me, the conversations I have, the energy I share with people. The TV I watch, the music I listen to. I'm careful about all of it now. I've become allergic. It's like my brain just shuts off and overheats. I don't know if anyone else is going through this, but I really do think it's like a shift. It's like part of me a few years ago at that Airbnb, I just felt so annoyed that there was no TV because I felt like, what am I going to plug into? Honestly, it's like part of my brain felt like, well, I'm just dead now. What am I going to do without a TV? The source of all my joy. That's from an old Rugrats episode. Chucky said that, like the TV broke and everybody was so upset. He goes, well, something like what we do now, the source of all our joy, and now it's gone. And that hit me hard. It always stuck with me. And especially the fact that they were babies. They get us from a young age with the TV, with movies, with the devices, with information. Oh, you got to learn to unplug, I'm telling you. It's a different world in here. It's a good thing. That's how we shift. Unplug, theta wave music, and meditation and visualization.